So I literally don't think, wow, I literally don't think I've seen a single person talk about this album. The only place I have ever seen Ryan Trey is off of a Junie song, not a Junie song. It was a Jordan Ward song called White Crocs that I found when I was scrolling through my Spotify like short thing that they do where like you can get like little teasers of music. And I was just trying to find some cool songs to listen to, and I found that when I heard his verse, and I was like, "This is really good. I like this verse."
Now, because I really like the verse, I was like, you know what? I really wonder what else this guy has made. I wonder what other like forms of music he's made. And I looked, and this was also like conveniently around the same time I was about to listen to Rich Amiri or like figure out who he was. Like the first time I heard Madonna and Rihanna. Anyway, I seen his album, not Rich Amiri, but like I seen Ryan Trey's album Streets Say You Still Miss Me, and I didn't realize it. I thought the album was a whole lot newer than I thought it was because I was listening to like the deluxe version, but the like it doesn't say deluxe or anything, which is really confusing. But either way, and yeah, it's hardly noticeable because the deluxe is only 16 songs. The original one's only 14 songs. Ain't that is not heard of. Like that modern day rap albums are all like on average 20 songs, 19 songs. So when I was seeing a 16-song album, I was like, this is something I can listen to from start to finish. It was only like 45 minutes. So that's a very digestible album if it's good. And I wanted to listen to it. And I managed to listen to it, and it was actually really good. I really like this album. It's a little rough around the edges. And what I mean by that is like certain vocals and like certain things like Ryan Trey tries to do with his voice, certain hooks, they just don't. It don't really hit like that, but I almost respect the attempt because, like, I don't know. I really like when like other rappers actually try and attempt to do it instead of just sticking to what's new. He tried other things. Certain vocals and stuff didn't entirely work out, but I also seen that he hasn't released much music. So honestly, that if he manages to improve on that, Ryan Trey could become a pretty good rapper. At least like one of my little favorites. It's just going off of this basis thing. Every time I talk about him in my head and I talk about this album, I almost make him sound like a rap prospect or like if rap was the NBA, he'd be like a NBA prospect or something like that. Like someone in their draft or something stupid like that. I do like how this album also manages to stick to the initial theme throughout the whole album. A very strong very strong intro, which establishes the themes of the album, heartbreak, getting over, and it manages to stick with that throughout the entire album, which I like. I like when an album is able to stick to a theme, but isn't like over, like you're not drowning in that theme, like you're not tired of hearing the same thing. And honestly, the different vocals and the different rough around the edges things that he tries actually they manage to work, you know what I'm saying? All songs are like good length. None of them ever last too long. If I'm gonna be honest, if some of these were like another minute or another 30 seconds, heck, another 30 seconds probably isn't gonna make or break a song, but I don't know, some of them definitely would. Only problem I had with them is like the hook game. Ryan Trey's hook game isn't that strong. A couple of the songs had good hooks, but like Too Live and what's the other one? Oh my god, I don't remember the name of it. So I definitely didn't take a break in between the vocal recording to look it up on my phone. It's the 411. My bad. The hooks on those two songs really are not that good. But they're still good songs. Like I still like them. They're in my playlist. I listen to them. But when the hook comes on, I get the urge to hit the skip button, which does suck, but I like it. If he can kind of develop his hook game and certain vocal inflections and vocal things he does with his voice and his singing, Ryan Trey could turn into a really good rapper once he gets a few more albums under his belt. Now, one song that was 110% a standout was Ain't Even Friends, which is I loved it. A amazing listening experience. I loved it. His hook is really good. The verses are great. Maria the Scientist is a really good feature on it. It manages to be really good. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of used to be in the same place as Ryan Trey talks about in an album like this, and like it's low key nice to hear almost, because I also used to be in that place, but it also kind of affects my replayability on it because I'm in a completely different mind state than this album wants me to be in. If you are a heartbroken guy, that you'll probably like this album a lot. You probably will, because it's just how he talks about it and the way he talks about it is it's really effective, and I could definitely see it like heavily improving someone's like mindset when it comes to stuff like that. But overall, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. I think that sounds right. You know, it's definitely a good, probably 7.5. Honestly, I have 7 out of 10 written on this piece of paper, but I would probably give it a 7.5. Because the vote, like certain rough around the edges things like that, like I said, I know I keep saying that, but that's the best way I can describe it. Just like, you know, it's going to come with time, and it doesn't damage the album that much, in my opinion, to be honest. It really doesn't. The album doesn't get boring. It's just a nice vibe. It fills a very nice pocket. It's like an NBA role player. Like, it does what it's supposed to do. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 sounds right.